This is rocket science, and it is hard. North Korea's latest launch of their most sophisticated and far-reaching intercontinental ballistic missile to date, the HWASONG-15, has the world on edge. And for good reason. The pace of Pyongyang's delivery system and corresponding nuclear warhead materials development has surprised many experts. But it's too early to panic. We're not in a nuclear crisis with North Korea, yet, and may not be for some time to come. On the surface, the situation certainly seems dire. North Korea is much further along in its program than US and allied analysts would have predicted. The Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies Project 38 North recently reported the HWASONG-15 could deliver a moderately sized nuclear weapon to any city on the US mainland. The missile is big by any standard and certainly bigger than anything the DPRK has ever launched before. Recommended. America has military options for North Korea, but they're all bad. Recommended. 1,700 planes ready for war. Everything you need to know about China's Air Force. Recommended. Stealth versus North Korea's air defenses. Who wins? Moreover, analysts have also identified what they believe is a significantly more efficient steering mechanism on the first stage of this two-stage rocket. This new rocket could soon be coupled to a nuclear weapon. The Washington Post reported in August 2017 that the Defense Intelligence Agency had conducted analysis that year which showed North Korea had indeed achieved miniaturization of a nuclear warhead small enough to be deployed atop one of its ICBMs. Senior U.S. officials are understandably concerned. Gen. Robin Rand, the commander of Air Force Global Strike Command, when asked how far off U.S. estimates are of North Korean missile development, stated, "We've got to get humping. But let's pause here and take a collective breath. Despite these recent advances by Pyongyang, it's vitally important to remember some of the most significant technological hurdles have yet to be cleared, putting the whole system together and making it work, when and how you want it to. This is rocket science, and it is hard. What the DPRK does have: 1. A large, two-stage rocket that appears to have enough legs to reach any target in the continental United States. 2. Some number of nuclear weapons. The exact number is debatable, with expert predictions varying from 15 bombs up to 60 bombs. 3. A number of tests to include nuclear detonations and missile flight tests. What the DPRK does not appear to have: 1. An ICBM with a proven track record of successful launches. 2. A proven re-entry system. 3. A proven miniaturized nuclear warhead. 4. A proven post-boost vehicle. 5. A test range of sufficient length and instrumentation to simulate an intercontinental flight while tracking and measuring missile and warhead component performance. The DPRK has made great strides in missile and nuclear weapons development. However, it's less clear they have made similar advances in warhead miniaturization, re-entry systems and missile guidance. In other words, on the components of an ICBM that are the most technologically challenging. As Terence Rowe-Regandi noted nearly 5 years ago, all components on board must be rugged enough to survive the violent ride and the incredible amounts of shock and vibration imparted during the stage burns and get the weapon where it needs to be. Not to mention the fact that the weapon has to successfully re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and be able to survive the extreme conditions subjected to it en route to its target. South Korea's foreign minister agrees. Kang Kyung-hwa told CNN in a recent interview, "They haven't demonstrated their re-entry capability. They haven't demonstrated the remote targeting, or the miniaturization that is required to do this." While Kang did admit the pace of development is worrisome, she added that they have not reached the final completion stage yet. Pages